All right, awesome day. Great transition into a normal Tuesday, Kentucky week. And man, just thought, it just looks like real football more than probably any time we've been here. We can go good on good. We can stay off the ground. Our players are just, we got more good players, and they've developed and grown. And it's just fun to coach these guys. Saw a lot of good work today, good on good, and then Kentucky, and got a lot of good special teams again today. And man, just another good step in the right direction. So with that, I'll open it up.
Coach, you guys know who you want to start at QB?
We do. I'm not going to tell you right now, though. But, yeah, we do. We know how we're going to attack that game and try to win that game. And excited about it. Excited about this offense and all the diversity that it can put on you and all the different change-ups. And like our players. And think we got a chance to be explosive on offense.
With I guess this being the last day of fall camp, what's next, and what do you guys plan on doing moving forward?
Yeah, so tomorrow will be the first day of school. We want to get off to a great start in school. We want to make sure that we attack that day with everything we've got. And so we devote that day just to school. We've made a concentrated effort to really get our academics first class here since we've been here. Miss Kylie Amato and Miss Lisa Lowry do a great job. Reed Stringers along with them in that. And we've had, I think, 5 or 6 of the greatest semesters in football history here. So we won't practice tomorrow. We'll do just school, make sure everybody gets off to a great start. Then we'll be back on Thursday. Thursday will be like a Wednesday. So we're going to get 2 Tuesdays and 2 Wednesdays in preparation for Kentucky. We just got a Tuesday, and we'll get another Wednesday, on Thursday. And so we'll do our mock game on Friday, and we'll get 48 hours, get our legs back underneath us, and come back next week and continue preparation.
You guys look pretty good from a health perspective.
Man, don't we though, Glenn? I know that was a question, but it was kind of a statement too. We've worked extremely hard since we've been here to get in a better spot with that. Number one is recruiting. Really good players get hurt less than bad players. Number 2 is this experience and knowing how to practice the right way. And then I've made subtle changes in the practice schedule with older guys. Coach Ankar and Todd McCall have worked together extremely hard to look at everything we can possibly do. And I think we're always looking to make things better. And I think, and then, man, it's been a lot of prayer in this too. I give God the glory in a lot of it too. But we're probably more healthy than we've ever been at this point in time.
Do you feel like you accomplished some of the goals you laid out during this fall camp?
I do. Not just fall camp, but spring through the summer and through fall camp. It's all part of it. And I like this football team. I think y'all know. Y'all talk to me all the time. I like coaching them. I like what we can do. I think we're not a completed product yet, but I think we're going to be able to compete. I really do. I think it's going to be a competitive bunch week in, week out that has a chance to do some really good things.
We've talked about your defensive line a lot. If you can speak to them a little bit more and just maybe the depth you have there, guys that you've got to rotate in.
Yeah, just, highly recruited, a lot of experience. When you look at the 2 deep across, those first 8 really dipping into all the way to 12 or 3 deep. You're talking about guys that at some point in time in their life either played in the SEC or had an SEC offer, had every group of 5 offer, and then a lot of them have played college football and played at a high level. So we're just blessed that we were able to get them. We're blessed that they stayed in this program and believed in it and really like them. I tell you what, I think our secondary has grown tremendously over the last few practices. I think y'all saw the communication today. We made a play on an over route that we've had trouble communicating it out, and we communicated it out today. And I think they've really, the last 2 to 3 practices have been more on the same page than at any point in time. And that's been good to see with all those young guys.
We talked to Coach Bignell yesterday, and kind of a position group that's kind of flying under the radar a little bit in camp is that linebacker room. I mean, you lost a lot of those veteran players last season. You just seemed like reloaded that position in ways that...
Yeah, we've got guys that have played high-level college football. And, I think, when you look at how people think about it, you can't just look at did they play at the school they're at now. It's have they played college football, and then they play at a high level with the way everything's changed with the transfer portal. When you look at Jalen Sims was playing at a high level here at the end of the year, Desmond Baker's played at an extremely high level. Trey Peakney has played at a high level in this conference. So those are three guys that just have played lights out college football, and they're old and they know how to play. And then, you know, you got young guys like Chris Jones and Jacob Johnson who were extremely highly recruited. And then you add a guy like Avery Sledge who's played in the SEC and a lot of special teams minutes. So we're just deeper and more athletic there, you know, with more experience than probably we've been in some time.
Coach, Cooley was looking so good last year before he got hurt early on. Where's he at now, mentally and physically?
Yeah, he's good to go. He's mentally completely over it. Physically, he's ready to go. I think you're there driving the bus for him, actually. Yeah, Demon's driving the bus for him. I think Mondo is. You see him out there, man. He's a Cooley from Wayne County, man. I mean, his uncle was a great player here, and he's proud to be here. We're so glad he's back. He's one of those guys that everybody loves, and extremely explosive, super strong, and it's fun to have him back.
How have you kind of seen your defensive staff as a whole kind of come together and kind of learn one another? You know, obviously with a new defensive coordinator.
It's been good to see. It's something, you know, that I've obviously put a lot of prayer into when we made the decision to who to bring in, and also after they got here. These kids love this place, man, and they're happy. But you know, Clay and Fred already knew each other. Fred embraced Coach Dora really quickly. You know, I think it became apparent to Clay really quick what Dwight Wilson brings to the table from a recruiting aspect and the way he's developed corners. And then, you know, I think Chad Williams has really, you know, kind of grown into being his right-hand man from a scheme standpoint. And then Brian Whitehead's kind of an unsung guy on our defensive staff that we added a few years ago. Really smart guy that's been a coordinator at the D3 level. And they've really gelled. They know their roles. There's a lot of humility within their roles. They understand where they fit. And it's been fun to watch it come together, and something that we put a lot of thought into and a lot of prayer into. And I like those guys. I think they're a good staff.
Just kind of curious your thoughts. A few new rules in college football this year, right? With the running clock,
Yeah.
first down, 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
What do you think? You kind of get closer to maybe a pro style. What be your overall thoughts on it?
I think anytime we can make football the same for the fans, that's an advantage. You know what I mean? Because the most, you know, anytime the fans can actually know what's going on, it makes the fan experience better, and it makes the things that come out of fans' mouth more accurate, which is we could go from like 5% to maybe 12% accuracy on that. But the thing that I think is, like, when you go, the clock's going to time up with the 2-minute warning now. So it used to be in college football after 1 minute, that's when you could have a 10-second runoff on a penalty. Now that's going to time up with the 2-minute warning. So I think what fans need to look out for, you're going to see a lot of 10-second runoffs after the 2-minute deal that you didn't normally see in college football, and it's going to be an issue. You're going to see some foolish type things happen early on in college football that you've not seen. So that's kind of the big one that I think is going to throw the fan experience for a loop for a little while, and they'll adjust and get used to it. You know. Everybody good?